All right, today in the Gearhead Gardener, we are buttoning up the interior of the Budget Build 1964, converting high-back seats from a 68 bug to low-back seats from a 64 bug. Carpets installed, shifters in, we're ready to go. So if this is something you're interested in, let's get started. Okay, so I'm just buttoning up the carpeting in the 64. These carpet kits really don't fit that great. But anyways, this is how I get the shifter hole cut. Finding the location for the heater is easy, but for the shifter is a little tougher. So what I do is first I find the holes. I lay the carpet all the way over. This isn't glued right here. So I find the two holes, and then I just have this punch and a hammer, and I punch the hole out, and then I'm able to take the shift plate, and I can bolt the shift plate down all the way, which I really can't do with one hand, but maybe I will do that. And then you cut with your razor blade all the way around the shift plate. So then once you get the shift plate, you cut the size, this is gonna fit right over it, and you're gonna have a perfect fit. It's gonna look a lot nicer. So there's my chalk line. So all I have to do is cut inside that chalk line, and get a little rubber cement under the carpet, and it'll glue it down all the way around the seam, and you won't have any kind of issues. All right, then once I get my hole cut out, I can use my lighter here to just singe the edges so it's not frayed. And you could actually adjust the size just a little bit if you need to. I can't do this with one hand. Okay, so once it's all cleaned up, look at that, it's perfect. All right, now I'm gonna get everything painted up and then we'll get it installed. Okay, carpet's done, shifter's in, looks nice and clean. It's all vacuumed, ready to go. Now we just got to finish up the seats and get them in there. And here's a look from the other side. One last look at the carpet. Okay, here's what I'm using for the back seats. Bought these at the swap meet. I took a look inside. There's some not such great stuff going on in there, but out here it worked pretty good. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put the other seat covers over the top. I'll stuff the corners so they fit really nice, but nobody's ever gonna sit back there. And I'm not gonna try and rebuild all of this, so I'm just gonna go ahead and put something right over the top of that. At least it will be new. Seats are kicking here. I finally got what I needed to finish the backrest of the passenger side. So as soon as I get seat covers, should be Monday morning, I'll get right back to you. I'm pretty excited. Got my bed cover kit. My friends over there. I decided to order 58 to 64 because I want to make them work. Not feel too bad. Backs. And we got fronts. Okay, so I'm sitting here just trying to put the seat covers on. I haven't done anything. I haven't taken the old ones off. Haven't even set these in the sun to stretch out. I just kind of want to slip them on and get a feel for how they're going to fit. And where do I think I'm going to need to add more padding. And these are slip-ons, so they just literally Velcro into place. Now my idea is I'm going to leave them like this overnight Let them kind of just settle. Over here in the sun. Now, at the back, bottom, it's going to be the same thing. It's just going to lay in there and tie into place. You can see, like I said, I haven't even taken none of the wrinkles. I didn't let it sit in the sun. I literally got this thing delivered 15 minutes ago. But I figure it's going to have to stretch out. So I might as well let it stretch out overnight. And it has a drawstring. Okay, I don't know how well you guys can see that, but it's in place. You can see this one was also a slip-on, and it could be drawn and tightened and put some hog rings in it, which I intend to do. But like I said, I just want it to stretch out overnight. Okay, so here's the bottom, and remember we're using 58 to 64 covers, and these are 65 to 70, I think it is. So these tabs don't really line up, but I'm going to be using the factory hooks and hog rings to pull it tight. So that's the bottom side. The top side doesn't look so bad right out of the box. I've got a lot of thin padding that I'm going to be able to put in here and swell this up a little bit. But all in all, I think it looks pretty good. For the backrest, same thing, I got to build this up a bit. Because I think even my felt underneath should be glued down so it doesn't bulge. But I'm also going to wrap that a bit. Let's see if we can get that fit a little bit tighter. And I also have a plastic trash bag under it, which is also giving a lot of tension right here. So I think I'm going to trim the plastic bag up to about here, because that's the hardest part, is getting it over those humps. As far as the top of it, that doesn't look too bad. I could fill that in a little bit. These corners look pretty square. All right, I think for a budget, that's going to be great. Okay, for the back seat, there's the bottom. This is a crease from it being shipped. So this will sit on the sun. It'll stretch tonight, and then it'll sit out in the sun tomorrow. And then if I need to build that up a little bit, I can. And here's the backrest, same thing. It's got a factory crease right here, which we're going to be getting rid of, but that's going to be a good looking seat. I'm happy. And there's the box. Okay, here is a look at our wonderful seat. The seat cover on. Like I said, no wrinkles have been taken out. It's not secured on the bottom. Could use a little bit something foam in here, as well as in here. It needs a little bit of something to relieve it. But remember, these are 64 seat covers on a chopped down high back seat. Tomorrow, I'm going to get in here and let it stretch out a little bit in the sun. And I'm going to add padding here, padding across here, and all the way around the edge. And then we'll come back and take a look with the seat covers on. But until then, I'm going to let these things sit out in the sun for a little while. Even though it's the end of the day, we have all day tomorrow. All right, that's it for now. Tomorrow's a new day. All right, never happens. Wouldn't you know it? Overcast skies, just when I needed the sun to heat up my seat covers. So I still have my crease I'm not going to work on, but I'm not going to worry about the crease at this point. I just put them in here because it's going to get ready to rain within the next night or so. And then I think it's going to happen tonight, and I didn't get a chance to work on putting the seat covers on, so I'm going to just go ahead and hide all the seats in here. So I will get in here with my heat gun and warm it up a bit and see if we can get that to roll out of there with my roller. But for now, back seats installed, fits good, looks good, happy. And I just went and slid the seats into place. You can see they still need to be smoothed out. I need to add a little more stuffing, but we get the gist of it. For $195 for a pair of seat covers, can't really complain, fronts and backs. All right, I'm gonna work later. Okay, so I got the driver's side done. I've added more padding, but of course, you know my luck. It's overcast and raining in California when I decided to get back to what I need to do. So I did add some more padding inside here and was able to fill it up pretty good. And I sat in it, it's pretty comfortable. So right now I'm gonna go ahead and take out the passenger seat and just fluff that one up, fill it up, and then hope for some warm weather to get everything to settle in. But seat covers are done. Not bad, you know, 195 bucks or something from CIP1. All right, I'm gonna plug this one up here. Move on to something else. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Come along with me on this journey as I work on old Volkswagen and play in my garden in my retirement. Thanks for watching the Gearhead Garden here on Filet TV. Ciao.